All right, hello everybody. Welcome back to another exciting weekend of the SMO Any% Open, hosted by Dansta and Plan B Esports. We've got a Division S match to start out the weekend between Pandan and Dogecyanide, the 14 seed versus the 19 seed. As you can see, their PBs are extremely close, so this should be a very fun match to kick off the weekend. My name is Casual. I will be doing some solo comms for this one. Um, and yeah, I mean, just looking at the stat sheet quick here, yeah, they both have very similar PBs. Looks like Doge Sinai did actually take a loss on his first match, whereas Panda did take a win. So this is a pretty important one here for Doge specifically, if he wants to stay in the running here for getting into the top two of this Group C. For those of you that are not fully aware of how this works, so Group S has a group stage where there are 8 groups of 4 runners each. Each runner will face their opponents in their group once, so 3 matches total. And then after that, we will determine our top 2 from there through a point system. So for a win, you get 60 points. For a loss, you get 30. And then for every 10 seconds separating the 2 runners, the winner gets to essentially steal an extra point from the loser. So let's say Pandan wins by a minute, for example. So he would get the 60 points for the win plus 6 additional points for the 60-second gap. So he would get 66, and then Doge Cyanide would get the remainder of the 90 points, so 24. So that's a quick rundown of how that works. Top 2 move on to a knockout bracket, and then the top 9 from that knockout bracket move on to the Pro League that's going to be coming up in 2025. Looks like we're underway here. Looks like there might be a tiny bit of delay on Doge's stream. Doesn't look like it's too much, though, luckily. Oh, maybe a teeny bit more. Might need a quick refresh on there, but it's all good. We are off and rolling here. And yeah, just quickly going over Group C then. So Max F2 is currently in the lead with 67 points. Pandan has 64. And then we have Zach in the box with 26 and Doge Cyanide with 23. So yeah, if Doge wants a shot at the top 2 here, he pretty much needs a win today against Pandan. Otherwise, his chances are very, very slim to maybe even none. We'll see here. Should be a very exciting race either way. Like I said, the PBs are very close, so it could go either way. And here we go. It looks like they're pretty much synced up now, so we are good. Are off and rolling quite literally. In the Cap Kingdom here, there's not really too much to say about Cap Kingdom. I guess we'll see if either of them decide to go for Hydrophobia. I guess that's the one kind of interesting question here in Cap. Besides that, it should be just pretty standard stuff. We have a topper boss fight at the top of the tower here. We have Pandan going for Hydrophobia. Doge does not. Pandan unfortunately misses it, so that'll actually give Doge a slight lead here. Ever so slight lead. See if their vectors are good. Ooh, Doge. Yeah, okay, I was afraid that might not work for him. Pandan's actually going to take the lead right back. Going for the triple jump left side here. Both of them going for triple jump. Pandan nailing it. Doge nailing it too. That looked a little scary, but does end up working. And now, both of them working through topper here. Pandan with a good fight. Doge with a good fight. And that should be some... Looks like probably low 2-2x caps here for both. Yeah, probably even a 220 there for Pandan and about a 222 for Doge. Alright, well, while we've got some cutscenes here, make sure to go follow the runners on their main Twitch channels. I'm not sure if either of them are live on their main channels or not, but either way, that's where they do most of their stuff. Of course, they are very good at SMO, so make sure to go follow them so you can see when they're doing that. Got myself on comms. Oh, looks like we might need to update that real quick. Guess that's leftover from last weekend. And we've got Salmon Bird here on the restream. This one is updated. Very nice. Oh, Doge. Having to do a couple extra spins there with Cappy, but does end up capturing the Chomp. Alright, thank you, Dansta. There we go. And yeah, both of them grabbing that first moon. Pandan maybe extending the lead about a second here or so, rather, because of the extra spins from Doge. Dansta was one step ahead, I guess. But yeah, neither of them opting to go for DSS here. I don't blame them. It's a race. I think we've seen DSS go badly already for at least one runner in this tournament so far. I believe it might have been Lucid who may have missed it. And that's Lucid we're talking about. Lucid is a 56. So I definitely do not blame either runner for not going for DSS, but Pandan hits the patented FU spot, I believe, as it's so notoriously called. Doesn't get up to Madame Brute again, though. And that's going to give Doge the lead despite missing Dino Skip. Ooh, okay, that should work and does get up. But Doge gonna be actually considerably in the lead here to Cascade. It's unfortunate. I know Pandan for sure is probably going to have to do manual DSTA now. Doge, I'm not fully sure. I'm not sure what his offset is. But dang, yeah, that's rough for Pandan. He's definitely going to have to do manual now. Lucid missed it once and then got it. Oh, okay. So did he still end up hitting DSTA because of that then? I don't actually remember that. That was a week ago. I don't remember things that happened yesterday, let alone last week. But yeah, that's quite unfortunate for Pandan here. That's not a mistake you see every day. I mean, I think he just hit the one unfortunate spot where you can't hit, or else it doesn't trigger the cutscene, and then just couldn't back it up. Barely missed her, barely got it. Okay, yeah, I mean, either way, yeah, I would expect it to be extremely close. Both of them grabbing the Cliff Moon here. No chest clip shenanigans here. And it looks like, yeah, Doge will be wrapping up. Looks like a mid 5-4x. Yeah, and yeah, it looks to be, yeah, about a 545. Yeah, according to the stat sheet, it is a 545. Speaking of the stat sheet, if anyone is curious about some of the stats I'm looking at here, like the head-to-head, you can go to the Division S stats sheet following the link. And yeah, Pandan is going to have a 601, so yeah, with a minus 15 offset, definitely not making DSTA no matter how fast he rolls here at the start of Sand. And it looks like Doge, yeah, with a 545 and a minus 15 offset. If I'm doing my math right, that should barely make it still. Because I believe with no offset, it's like a 603 or 604. That's like the absolute limit for making DSTA. And yeah, should be good here. Looking just to do the standard town route here, no reverse town for Doge. See what Pandan decides to do here. Looking to be the same standard town. And yeah, it looks like he, yeah, it looks like he probably knows he's good here. Not setting up the clock here at all. And yeah, did make it. Nice. And yeah, we're gonna have to see Pandan go into the settings menu here real quick and set his clock forward a little bit, or just, yeah, that's how to do it. And that will do what he needs. So losing a little bit of time with that, but you know, I guess it could be worse. I guess it could be worse. We see Doge here already at the dune, Pandan just entering employees, so yeah, probably a good about 20 or so second lead here for Doge. But with something like that though, that's definitely gonna cut into it. Just a really weird angle that Cappy decided to go there with that cap throw. The patented, I believe that's a value dive, if I'm remembering my movements correctly. Remembering my terms correctly, rather. And yeah, Pandan will make up a tiny bit of time with that. But Doge hitting Dram, and gonna be going for Plat Clip. Yeah, you don't see that one too often, Otaku. Oh, Pandan's not gonna be able to go for Dram. Value getting called out in the chat. Wonder what the response will be. And yeah, Pandan just gonna have to climb back up here normally. But still we'll be going for the Plat Clip route. And yeah, that is one you don't see too often. I have gotten it a few times myself, but I feel like it's been a little while. Doge with a good manip there. Does he get the triple jump here? Looks to be good, and is. Let's see the cycle here. Oh, that's an unfortunate cycle from Doge. Gonna have to wait a little bit here. For Pandan, the manip was no good, so gonna have to capture this other bill here. Gonna lose a little bit of time. Meanwhile, Doge getting the platform clip. See if the cycle is a little more favorable here for Pandan. Grabbing a whole lot of coins. Cappy just not in a great position there. Pandan does get his platform clip eventually. When did Doge get his PB? That's a great question, Ethan. Yeah, I know it's been a while ago, yeah. I know he's just kind of recently come back to playing SMO for Division S. And I believe for the Multi-Mario Sandbox races as well. But yeah, other than that, I feel like it's definitely been a minute. For sure, for Doge. But, he still dropped a 100.43 in his first race, so that is pretty impressive even still. And there we go. Speaking of, just going to be out of sand with a 10.36. Pandan, gonna be about 25 or so seconds behind here. He came back and got Survivor randomly, but it's still been a while, meaning like last 2 years. Okay, so maybe not that far. Maybe not that long ago then, but... compared to some of the more recent PVs that people have gone, yeah, definitely an older one for sure, probably in Div S. And Panda gonna get an 11.01, so about a 25-second difference here. Ooh, Doge doesn't get the vault there he wanted, I believe. Struggling here a little bit, trying to get up to the next area here. It's gonna be just a little bit of time loss here for Doge. Chance for Panda to make up some time. Oh, Doge going for triple lake clip. I don't know what the Q is, but does get it. Well done from Doge. And Pandan has a chance to make up time, but is gonna have to get a clean lake clip himself here. Going for triple lake as well. That one looks like it might be too low. And yeah, does not get it. Gonna have to do just the standard lake clip here as backup. Okay. A little bit spooky there for Pandan, but makes it work. See, probably still save maybe a couple seconds over Doge with Doge's mistake at the beginning, but not nearly as much as he could have. Yeah, we see Pandan, going up to the chest now here while Doge is at Dory. So yeah, probably still, about just a little over 20 seconds. Now, I'm not sure. I didn't watch either of these runners' first race, so I'm not sure what they do here in terms of camera clipping. Looks like Doge does not do the camera manip. Excuse me. I'm not sure. We'll see if Pandan goes for it or not here. I know it doesn't save a whole lot of time, regardless, but... Submitted it on June 2022. Okay, so yeah, that'd be like 2.5 years ago now. So yeah, quite an old PB, I would think, compared to a lot of his Division S counterparts. But is showing that, I mean, despite the old PB, can still keep up with some of these runners that have more recent PBs. Getting a 13:28 Lake, and still going to be about 25 seconds ahead here of Pandan into Wooded. But as we all know, Wooded Kingdom is where things could easily change, for the better or for worse, for either runner. It's just one of those kingdoms that it's so unforgiving. No matter what level you're at, it's just so susceptible for things going wrong. Hopefully that's not the case here for either runner, but you know, it's probably bound to happen at some point for them in this tournament. Doge with an okay start. Slightly slow grabbing the rock, but does make it work. And yeah, we see Doge, because he didn't grab too many coins in Sphinx Room, will have to... I mean, it's standard to grab a hint art anyway, but yeah, it's definitely going to have to regardless now. See Pandan here. I think a bit of a cleaner start to Wooded. I mean, that's the same thing in Lake too. Like, Pandan had a slightly cleaner beginning, but then some other mistakes midway through made it about the same difference here. See how this nut clip goes, though. This is definitely one of the big spots here in Wooded, for sure. Okay, Doge gets nut clipped. Does he get the out of bounds? Oh, takes a bonk. Does stay just barely on that platform, thankfully. And does get the moon. Does not look like he should be clipping back in, and it does not. There we go, okay. So second try, but not losing a whole lot of time. Could have been a whole lot worse. Pandan with a pretty clean out of bounds, though. That's definitely gonna make up some time here. But you know, besides that, pretty good for both runner here. Pandan not even needing the wall jump. I would assume we're probably not going to see any maze clip shenanigans here. And yeah, Doge not opting for it. Would assume Pandan probably will not either. We did see, I believe it was Autumn go for a maze clip in their first race. I believe they actually got it. Oh, Doge not quite grabbing the moon. Gonna have to do another little jump here. Pandan unfortunately takes damage though, so it's basically gonna even out in the end. Doge FRS attempt here looks to be good. And gets up to the moon. Well done. Alright, Pandan's FRS attempt. That looks to be good as well. And oh, a bonk! Luckily, is able to recover before it's too late. A little bit spooky, but makes it work. And now we've got both about to be into tower here. Doge with one moon ahead. But Panda not too far behind now. Yeah, that gap is definitely closed a bit for sure. Especially with that fast uproot movement there. That was impressive. That was good. barely straddling the end of that flower road. Both of them out of the tower. Gonna be heading down to the wooded floor here, grabbing a couple quick moons on their way out. Now we've got Doge and the flooded pipes here, Pandan grabbing the nut around the corner. Doge takes damage there. This cycle's gonna be awkward for him now. Yeah, it's gonna be very awkward for him. Going for pipes clip, probably because of the awkwardness, but doesn't get it. Does brush up against the wall. That's going to give Pandan even more of a chance here, but a ledge grab almost caused him to take damage. Oh, Doge getting caught a little bit under there. Looks like this should be... Yeah, this is much better for Pandan. Definitely making up a lot of time here with that flooded pipes. And just wooded in general. So Doge, basically a 19 flat wooded exit here. Whereas Pandan, yeah, is only 5 seconds behind now. See, that's what I mean. Wooded is just... It's one of those kingdoms that could really make the difference here at the beginning of the run. And we see it here, Pandan making up a lot of time. Gonna be interesting here going into the next few kingdoms. I mean, in Cloud, you would assume not much will change, unless somehow either of them miss a fast hat. Lost could be interesting, though. We have seen some things happen in Lost already this tournament. I think even in Division S itself. Oh, Doge going for the Cloud Boost attempt. I'm not fully sure of what the... I don't think he got it. Or the fast one, anyway. But Pandan just going for a more standard approach. Doge going for the Cloud Hint Arc does get it. See, that's the interesting thing with Giggler these days. You don't really see a whole lot of the Cloud Hint Arc. So it's oh, Panic going for it as well. Okay, maybe it's a bit more common than I thought. Scratch that. I don't know, I feel like I heard someone say that before, so I kind of just went along with it, but yeah, maybe it's still pretty common. Obviously, I'm not a top runner, so I would not know myself, but... You know, I mean, with both of them going for it here, I mean, that's 2 for 2 so far this weekend, so... I mean, 100% of the runners do go for it. But yeah, heading into Lost here, basically the same. I think Doge, yeah, according to the stat sheet, Doge made up like 3/4 of a second, but still 5 seconds apart. Going for the vault, does get it. Pandan taking the slightly safer Cappy return jump. Luckily that is recoverable. Good catch there from Pandan. That could have been a whole lot worse for him if he didn't catch it. And, you know, besides that little scare, both of them off to pretty clean starts here. Goes with the Cappy return jump strat. Pandan gonna look to do the same. See Doge? Oh, attempted Kleptomaniac. Didn't quite get it. See Pandan just opt to do the safer strat, but apparently it's not safer at all. Pandan takes an unfortunate death. Gonna have to climb all the way back up here. Luckily can go towards the cage here, because he grabbed the first 5 moons. But that's still gonna be a decent bit of time loss here for him. Gonna have to reactivate Klepto there. Doge doing the... not cage triple, but does get the caged gold. Doing the safer strat. Don't blame him. Pandan setting up for reverse torpedo. I'm not sure if Doge... I think Doge may have set up for it as well. I wasn't fully paying attention because of Pandan's death, but I think they both went for it. Pandan gonna be going for cage triple. That should be good, and is. Doge did get reverse torpedo. Okay, thank you, Dansta. Oh, it's a backup. Oh, shoot. Okay, I'm sad I missed that now, then. Might have to watch this back when the VOD is published. Over on the YouTube. I think we have a YouTube command, right? Oh, maybe it's YT? I thought we had a command. There we go. Thank you. So yeah, all of the VODs from this tournament, all divisions, are going to be posted on that YouTube channel. So make sure to go check it out if you've missed any of the matches. I was actually just watching back. I forget who it was earlier today. I'm not even saying that just to promote the channel. I actually legitimately was watching back one of the matches. But yeah, because of that death, it's only about 25 seconds apart, so I mean, you know, maybe it's not as catastrophic as I was making it out to be. Ooh, Doge taking a weird bonk there. Still does get the Goomba bounce. Oh, is this gonna... Wow, that did still work for Pandan. Okay, I thought maybe that wasn't going to for a second there. Doge going for Goomba Darn. Shout out Saren for calling it Goomba Darn. I've picked it up from him. And makes it work. Pandan entering City Hall just as Doge is about to get ready to leave here. Oh, Pandan looked like he was gonna potentially go for Goomba Darn? Or maybe just had some weird movement there? Either way, gonna have to wait for the extra cycle here, which is about, I believe, 7 seconds or so. So, I mean, not too bad. Oh, Doge. Waiting a little bit for that third shot there. May have overheated? Yeah, there's all these small things I'm just not picking up because I'm watching the other runner's POV at the time. That's the one downside about having solo comms, is you don't catch everything. With a co-comm, you can definitely catch a lot more. Oh, it looks like Pandan is going to be setting up for Giggler here. You see Doge just opting for the standard 2 cycle, and Pandan will be getting out of bounds. Does he get the out of bounds movement to go with it, though? That's the part that commonly goes kind of untalked about when you think of Giggler. Most people think primarily the clip, which, I mean, yeah, is obviously the most important part, but getting clean movement to the moon and then coming back is probably just as important, because otherwise you're not making this 2 cycle. But speaking of 2 cycle, Doge did get a clean one, so it's going to be moving on to Day Metro. But we get to see a bit of a route difference here in Day Metro. I'm not sure if Pandan does Spearless or not. If he does, we will see him go into the Day Metro shop, presumably. Otherwise, he might go straight to slots from Bench Friends. I forget there's like set patterns for that Night Metro Wiggler. Isn't it like 20-some patterns you could possibly get? I'm not too caught up on that because I'm only a 104 runner, so I don't need to know every single pattern and how to play them yet. But I definitely have heard of that, for sure. Doge getting a good scoop flip. Pandan joining him in Day Metro now. And yeah, I mean, because of the Giggler, is going to look like he's a bit further behind, but we'll be making up some time in Day Metro by default. Pandan did do Spiritless against Zach. Okay, okay. So in that case, yeah, we would assume we'll see him go into the Day Metro shop then. Alright. Good shout, Chili. Good scoop clip there from Pandan. We'll see Doge. Yeah, it's still going to go into slots, but yeah, is grabbing that girder because he didn't do Giggler. We'll see Pandan get to ignore that. Probably won't even go into slots here. If he does indeed go for Spiritless Emotion again. see here. Yeah, and does go into the shop, so yeah, we'd like to assume that he'll probably go for it again. Doge probably not going to be going... Well, I guess there's still a chance. Doge taking a weird bonk. Gonna have to do some interesting movement here. Does make it work, but we'll lose a couple seconds, excuse me. We'll get to see them in bullet building at the same time, so that's pretty cool. Doge? I'm not sure what happened there. Oh, Doge is dead! I think Pandon is pretty much caught up now at this point. Because of that. So, I mean, Pandon has to... Yeah, Pandon is actually slightly ahead. And gets the bullet bill movement, too. So yeah, Pandon gonna be in the lead. By, like, probably about... Oh my gosh, Doge! Doge is dead again! That's a huge lead now for Pandon, just like that. And yeah, wow. That is shocking. I'm not sure if we've seen too many bullet building deaths in this tournament, let alone 2 of them back to back. That's unfortunate for Doge. He's definitely not going to be happy with that one. But someone that is going to be happy with that is Pandon, as he now has probably about a 30-second lead. Oh, just unfortunate there from Doge. Gonna have to make some time up now in second half. Do we get a bullseye here from Pandon? That looks like it might... Okay, no. I was gonna say that might look slightly too far to the left, but does make it work. Just catching the very edge there. Doge did not go for it. I don't think Pandon did either. I think they both just did standard scoot clip. I don't think either of them did drive-by. Or attempted it. I could be wrong for Pandon, but I know Doge for sure did not. But yeah, Pandon gonna be, a little over a people's room ahead now. Oh, Doge taking a stun there too, so that's just a couple more seconds to add on. Oh, barely avoids bonking on that trash can too, having a long jump over it. Fair enough, yeah, that's probably the safe option for sure. And Pandon gonna be leaving Day Metro with a 30-33. And Doge looking to be about a 31-08, maybe 31-09. So yeah, just like that. It was about 30 seconds or so difference out of Night Metro, where Doge was ahead. But now, going into Snow Kingdom, one kingdom later, Pandon is about 30 seconds ahead. That's how quickly things can change here in an SMO race. Just something like that can happen, and suddenly, boom, you have a whole different race. Pandon's looked like a miss, and yeah, Doge's was definitely on purpose. I can agree with you there. Pandon's may have been a miss, I suppose. But yeah, Pandon entering Shiveria here now. Doge just about to take control of Mario. And Pandon up to a decent start here in Shiveria, getting the triple. I'm assuming we'll just see, probably standard Snow Jam routes for both. I would assume probably no ICC shenanigans here. Or how many times have I said shenanigans in this race already? I think that's at least 3. I should try and come up with a new word. Looks like a good snow clip there from Pandon, and does get it, yep. Nice. Good stuff there. Ooh, Doge with, I think, a slightly cleaner first moon here in Shiveria. And Doge is actually going to be going into the shop first. Okay, so that could mean one of 2 things. Either Doge is going to be attempting ICC, which is probably the more likely option at this level, Or he's just going to go into Rango Room, which I'm not sure if we've seen from any Division S runner yet. Unless maybe Doge did in his first race, I'm not sure. But, you know, at a sub-hour level, I would assume probably the former option. But I guess we'll see. That is very interesting, though. I would have assumed we'd just see the standard Snowdram route, but maybe realizing he needs to make up some time, so... He did it in his last race, too. Okay, so yeah. Okay. Well, in that case, we'll more than likely get an ICC attempt here from Doge. Gonna try and make up some of that time. The telltale sign, for those that don't know, will be how he does his Goomba room. If he goes straight for the Story Moon first, that is the telltale sign that we're seeing an ICC attempt. Meanwhile, Pandan, yeah, definitely not going for it because he did not go into the shot first. And so we'll see him do the more standard Goomba room. But here we go. I'm very curious to see how this goes. If he can go 2 for 2 on first try ICCs, that would be pretty insane. Will definitely be... And yeah, here we go. Yep. Oh, yeah. Did not get that vault. So it's definitely not going to be able to clear that crevasse and takes the death. Luckily, it's a quick death. He's right back in here. Gets the vault second try. But basically is going to have to get first try ICC now to have any hopes of maybe even saving like a second now at this point. It's got to be pretty quick, too, with Pandan's first try Snowdram. There we go, Pandan out with a low 35. He can't save anything anymore? Ah, okay. Even if he first tries. Oh, yeah, not getting the sledge grab in the proper spot, I presume. Oh, the Goomba! Out of nowhere! Working under Pandan's payroll! Giving Doge a quick death. And yeah, definitely not making up time anymore. Oh my gosh. How much did Pandan pay that Goomba to do that? Trying it again. Doge luckily keen to it this time. Oh, and he's out! No, he got the clip, but just not landing on the platform. And yeah, Pandan gonna be very far ahead now. Oh my gosh. That's so unfortunate for Doge. Oh, and not getting clipped in this time either. The Goomba spots him, so he's gonna have to kill it again. Gonna have to reset it up. Meanwhile, Pandan, already working in Seaside here, already has 2 moons. There we go, we eventually get it, but that's a lot of time lost for Doge. That is very unfortunate for him. Ooh, the cleanup throw there from Pandan. Yeah, I mean, oh my gosh, unfortunate not getting the vault. Well, this looks like it should... No! He bonks! Taking some rage pauses. Taking a book from SM64 runners, doing the rage pauses. Pandan gonna be going for Fission Dips. Gets out of bounds. Oh, but Doge... This is just so unfortunate. He had the lead going into Day Metro, and now 2 kingdoms later, this is over 2 minutes of a difference now. Pandan very solidly in the lead. And that's how quickly things can change. Like, this game can just be so unforgiving and so punishing. Especially with these more top-level strats like ICC. And I mean, even Snowdram to an extent. Yeah, just take a quick look here. Yeah, it is 214, so you were basically right on the money. And yeah, I mean, has had a very good Seaside as well, so... I mean, unless Doge can match it, might even be even further ahead. But I mean, there's still a chance for Doge to get some points for sure. Although, I mean, like I was saying earlier, Doge did lose his first race, so basically needs this win or else he might be out of the running. Oh, Doge, yeah, this is just unfortunate here for him. Hopefully he's able to recover here, but that definitely does take a toll on the mental, I'm sure, especially with a bonk like that. That's just a stupid bonk. I'm gonna be just walking over to the pipe. Got the good luck for Pandan in chat. That's what we love to see. And yeah, Pandan has had a pretty good run so far. Was behind, but Day Metro and Snow Kingdom have given him the lead here. Oh, that's just so unfortunate. Just barely missing that moon. Now, hopefully Doge is not giving up. It looks like he isn't. Looks like he's going to tough this one out. Try and see it through. But I mean, at this point, yeah, he pretty much has to hope that something goes horrendously wrong for Pandan here to have a shot at getting those winners' points. Going for fish and dips. Oh, not quite getting out of bounds. Pandan going for Spiritless here still. Well, yes, okay, we established this. Yes. Yes, he went for Giggler, he did the Metro Shop, so yes. We've established that he's doing Spiritless. And I mean, I guess that's one thing too. Like, there's so many harder bits of movement in the Spiritless route, so... I mean, we saw ICC be a huge difference here, but... I mean, Spiritless could also be one as well if you're not careful. And I would assume at this level, Pandan's probably got it pretty down, and I'm pretty sure it was probably fine for him in his last race. But, I mean, one slip-up and suddenly you're losing a lot of time. So yeah, I mean, Doge might be down right now, but he's definitely not out. He missed it, Dansta. He went for it and missed it. He just barely didn't get out of bounds. Oh, he did die to Forkless last race. Okay, so... Alright, if that's any indication for Doge, could be a potentially positive sign for him here. But is going to have to rely on something for sure at this point. Especially considering he is going to be... yeah, over 2.5 minutes behind. And yeah, that's understandable. I'm not sure if you can hear me or not, Doge, but I mean... yeah, I can understand, but... yeah, I mean, like Hot is saying, you can still play it out, try and get as many points as you can, finish out strong. We all believe. Right now we're believing in this Pandan... oh, okay. It looked a little bit spooky, but it looks like we were good to believe in him getting over there. Oh, weird up throw there for Doge. That should still be good here for Salt Triple, and gets it. Pandan gonna be taking a turnip over here. Gonna be having an extra delicious stew here with the 2 turnips. Double the flavor, if you will. Oh, Doge! Okay. Not fully sure what happened there, but was on 1 HP. But luckily, gets over there. Alright, Doge gonna be going for Spiritless here as well. I mean, yeah, at this point, he needs any bit of time save he can get, but that's a bonk and he's dead. I don't think you can back this up from here. Nope. That is just unfortunate. And yeah, Pandan gonna be cruising along here. See, I'm assuming we'll probably see Doge go for it again here. Oh, the Magma Bubble spawned though. So gonna have to capture one of those. Yeah, gonna be trying it again. Looks to be good this time, and does get it. Okay. We're in. Meanwhile, Pandan gonna be going for this invisible block jump. And nails it. And there we go, gets over to the other side. And that's clean here for Pandan. Oh, then that's, yeah. At this point, yeah, Doge is just having a rough go at it here. Trying to make up as much time as he can, but yeah, I mean, as a result, gonna have to go for these more technical bits of movement to make up every bit of time he can. You know? Because it's more difficult, more susceptible to going wrong. Doge gonna be heading right into the shop? Or no, this is not shop. What am I saying? Commentator not paying attention to the game at all, apparently. Not knowing the difference between slots and shop. Meanwhile, Panda nowhere near either of them. Gonna be grabbing this last moon here and heading off. Yeah, I mean, Doge still has a chance to get some points here for sure. It's not fully over. And I mean, we've seen some crazy things in Escape. With some multiple minute time losses. In at least one or two of the matches, so... I mean, I say this a lot, but, you know, anything can still happen. It might look bleak, but, you know, there's always that slim chance. But I mean, the way Panda's been playing, though, he's been playing quite well, so... I mean, if he can just lock it down here for RBM, play it safe, he'll probably be able to take home the win here. Doge into Forkster now. Having a little bit of difficulty there at the beginning. I think was going to go for the health refill strat, but not quite getting up to the platform. Oh, okay. Meanwhile, Pandan. Oh, Doge taking a second to chat here, mentioning that he really wants some painkillers for trying to relieve this headache he's had since Cascade. And it's always rough too, trying to play through a headache. That's not easy. I commend you for keeping going here. It's not easy to play through something like that. I've definitely had to once or twice myself. Oh, that's rough. That's going to be a second death for Doge here. Does get over there in the end. But yeah, bonk too. Oh jeez, I didn't realize we were at that many. Oh, gonna go for Salt Clip. Gets it! Oh, but takes a death. No. I mean, style points for getting the Salt Clip though, I guess. If nothing else, Doge is currently leading the style points race, I suppose. But yeah, that's another one too, and that's... Yeah, assuming that 8 was before the Salt Clip death, should be into the double digits now. Oh, and that's gonna be... another one. We'll see what Doge wants to do here. I mean, at this point, yeah, I would not blame him at all if he wanted to take a DNF. But ultimately up to him. He's the racer after all, I'm just the commentator. I have no say in this. Going for Salt Clip again. Come on, Doge, you got this. We believe in the Salt Clip. Come on. Meanwhile, Pandan, done ruined now. Gonna be heading into Bowser's. And yeah, I mean, at this point, should have a pretty comfy win here. Quite possibly getting all 90 points here in the process. I mean, if that is the case, that will definitely propel... I would say almost certainly propel Pandan into first place. in Group C. Doge does get the salt clip in the end. So, I mean, well played there for him. Grabs an extra moon here. I didn't realize that actually broke the cheese. I've actually never seen... Well, I've seen Salt Clip itself, but I've never seen what happens when you come out. That's interesting. Ooh, okay. No, I don't think he needs it, right? Because he grabbed that moon from the Salt Clip? Or did he not grab... Did he not grab the moon up top? Actually, okay. Oh, you're meant to skip shop. Gotcha. Okay. I see. Yeah, I guess that is quicker because of the cutscenes and whatnot, and actually going in and selecting the item. Yeah, that makes sense. You know, I guess Doge deciding to do it his own way. Doing the Doge route, perhaps. Yeah, that is crazy too. Like, I'm very shocked, yeah, that he did have enough. Especially with not grabbing a whole lot of coins in that Sphinx room way back in Sand. Like, I believe he was only at like 150 leaving Sand. Yeah, that's pretty nuts. I didn't even think of that until you brought it up. Pain in here with a pretty good shards. And Doge did take another death. I guess so? He's going for it again, so I would assume yes, he did. Gets the first slope vault. Do we get the second one? Oh, not quite. Is this recoverable? Oh my gosh, it is! Wow. I did not realize that was recoverable. And yeah, I mean, Doge with the slope vaults too. Definitely winning the style points. If there was a separate category for style points, yeah, Doge would definitely be getting all 90 points there. Or at least, like, a good chunk of them. Like, at least 80 of them. Yeah, Pandan here, going into Topper. And wait, did I see this right? Is Pandan doing Topper first? It's a sentence I shudder to even say myself. Oh, he did. Oh my gosh. Yeah, who would ever think to do Topper first? Like, my goodness. What kind of madman do you have to be? Yeah, and I mean, with that, yeah, like, Panin doing Topper first, that's just, yeah. That's actually gonna give Doge the win here. GG to Dogecyanide for your victory. Unless you do Topper first as well. Now, Doge, if you do Harriet first, you get all the points, trust. No, all jokes here, but... No, that is, yeah, it is unfortunate to hear. I hope your headache goes away soon. Sooner rather than later. It's always really unfortunate. Especially when it comes to a race like this. To have a headache. It's quite difficult to play through the pain. Can say that from experience. And yeah, I guess basically what Dansta said. It is up to you in the end, but I don't know where I was going with that. Here, let me find out. Well, okay, maybe I'll let Doge say it. But if you check the stat sheet, you can see it for yourself. Over at... Okay, yeah, Doge is gonna say it. Okay. Yeah, it was a 1036. Speaking of the stat sheet, though, if anyone does want to see some other stats from this tournament, such as the brackets and who has how many points and whatnot, you can check out the stat sheet here with this link. Pandan into mech now. Good first bubble here from him. Good climb. And Sandwich getting called out in the chat. Sandwich, what is your response to this slander here? Doge into Ruin now. So I mean, we have two different boss fights on screen right now. This is something you don't see every day. We've got Pandan working on the mech fight, and we've got Doge on the Ruin Dragon here. Ooh, Pandan getting new TA. Or fast TA? Is it fast TA or new TA? Or could you call it either? I'm actually too familiar with the terms. I don't even do TA myself, so... Fast TA, okay. Alright, well... Pandan? Yeah, looking to probably get... 100, I believe. Doge playing it awfully dangerous here. Getting very close to the edge. It's actually in the... Okay, yeah, it's in the Ruin Dragon there. That was interesting. And yeah, that looks like it probably will be a DNF from Doge here. So with that, if that is indeed the case, it looks like Pandan will be wrapping up here, assuming he finishes this moon out. I mean, I would guess he definitely will. But yeah, I mean that is a unique death for sure for me as well. I don't think I've ever seen that one. And yeah, I mean leading up to Metro, that you did have a very good run going. Just looking at the stat sheet here, yeah, Doge was only plus 28 on his PB leaving Night Metro. So it's on a pretty good pace. But then that bullet building really kind of set things off here, set the domino effect for the rest of the mistakes that happened. I hate to see it. But on the flip side, I mean, Pandan kind of started out a little bit slower. But I mean, still has kept it pretty consistent. I mean, it's only plus 40 right now on his PB into Moon. So despite a bit of a rougher start here from Pandan, has been able to continue to play well. Yeah, that Cascade especially. Yeah, I mean, yeah, 601 Cascade exit. Like we saw the, I believe he got, as we like to call it, FU'd. I believe that's what happened there, and then just couldn't back it up. But I mean, it's funny. It's funny to look at this, actually. He was plus 39 on his PB leaving Cascade, and now he is plus 39 once again into Moon. So he's made up time here in the second half. He was plus 120 out of Day Metro and is now plus 39, so... Yeah, I mean, definitely could PB any day now for sure. Yeah, that's fair though, Doge. Understandable for sure. Hopefully your headache goes away sooner rather than later. Get that rest into you, or get those meds into you, get that rest, whatever it is you need. And yeah, I mean, take care of yourself for sure. Do whatever you need to do to feel better. Pandan into the second phase here. And yeah, looking to still be, yeah, definitely on mid 100 pace here. Was that a 100.07 BPT even into Moon? So I mean, still could be like a 100.1x even. not sure if he's actually made any mistakes, so maybe still just barely 100 OXable. I'm not sure if his gold has 2DSS in it or not. With a 512, I would assume probably not. Oh wait, no, that's in his PB. That's a 512 in PB. I'm mistaken. Looking at his actual gold on the PB/golds tab of this stats sheet, looks like Pandon has. If I can find Pandon, there we go. Oh, he has a 459, so that is presumably maybe with 2D8. What? I don't know. 459, that's an interesting one. Is it 2DSS gold? Okay. Yeah, you definitely know a bit better than me with that. We'll see if he opts to go for it, I guess. Now looking to just play it safe. Finish out the run clean. Gonna get a good 2D skip here. And yeah, should be, yeah, definitely looking to be, yeah, about 101x pace, I would say. I mean, with Doge's DNF, already is going to be taking home the 90 points anyway. We'll see here. If he can finish out a clean run here, that definitely can strike a bit of fear into his next opponent, who I believe will be Max F2. So, I mean, Pandon will definitely be in tough with that matchup, but the way he's playing here definitely has a shot. I wouldn't count him out fully. Oh, a good third pillar there from him. Pretty clean pillars here overall. And there we go, looking to wrap up. Yeah, 100. Let's say 15 maybe. 100-15. Maybe a 14. And 100-15. All right, there we go. GG's to Pandon for taking one win here. We'll get the 90 points, and yeah, we'll be sitting in first place here in Group C. Has a very good shot now at making the knockout stage. And yeah, GG to Doge for playing through a bit of a headache there. A very good first half from him, I should say. He put up a good fight up until the bullet building mishaps. And it looks like we might be getting Pandon in here for an interview. I'm assuming Doge probably will opt not to. But I guess we got to hear some thoughts here from Pandon.
Hello?
All right. Hello. Welcome on in. Oh, looks like we might be getting Doge too. All right. Hello.
Hello.
Hi.
All right. GG's, both of you. Doge, I'm sorry about your run, man. I mean, yeah, trying to play through a headache, that must be rough. But then,
yeah,
the mistakes adding up, I'm sure that didn't make it any better, I would imagine.
no, it did not.
But I mean, your first half was pretty good, though. Like going into Day Metro, you had a pretty good run going, I must say.
It was all right. I had a very bad wooded, but I was in VC with some friends who were telling me I was somehow still ahead, so I kept pushing. But that bullet building, it crushed my hopes and dreams, and slept with my wife.
Yeah, that was unfortunate. Then, yeah, the ICC as well. Things just kind of added up, and then, yeah.
That's when I truly lost it.
Yeah. I mean, you still got one more match, though, I believe.
Yeah,
It's
that one I
against
cannot
Zach in the
lose,
books?
please. Not to Zach.
Nah, you got this, I believe. But yeah, I mean, GG's on toughing it out as long as you did. And yeah, I mean, GG Pandon on your run too. You had a
Yeah.
pretty good run, other than maybe that Cascade.
I got this is pretty interesting because the early game was was, I won't talk about that, but my
Yeah,
second
it was
half
something.
was 2942. 2942 SSL
Oh
RBM.
my gosh.
That's
Wow.
a best SSL RBM by 26 seconds.
Are you serious? Oh my gosh.
And 2305 lost exit. If you take my best lost exit, which is without DSS, like, so I can compare,
Yeah.
2135 is my best lost exit, and I got a 2305. That's 1 minute and a half. That is a 5845.
My gosh, yeah. That's insane.
How did I
Goodness.
pull that off, man? Like, wow.
So
Wow.
basically what you're telling me is you are overdue for a PB at this point.
Yeah, basically.
But no, that was a very good second
As
half, yeah, for
reference, my
sure.
PB got a 2935 SSL RPM. Wow, Dansta. And also, I
Oh
lost like a
wow.
lot in launch, so wow. I'm pretty surprised. I don't know.
Yeah,
I locked in.
no, that was great, yeah. Um,
What happened,
but yeah, I mean,
Doge? What what was the mistake? I know I was behind living lost, and what happened in Metro?
I was in the bullet building, and Mario refused to grab the pole and bonk on the wall instead, which screwed up the entire cycle. And then I died twice trying to back it up.
Wow, that's rough, man.
And then I got the wall
yeah.
clip on ICC and died. And then the Goomba pushed me off the edge. And then it was kind of sad.
Yeah, it was yeah, I think that was the first death, and I think I was kind of mentioning that Panda, you may have paid off that Goomba to do that. But
Mm,
nah,
yeah,
all jokes. But
yeah, man. Definitely paid. Nah, just
paid
kidding.
paid actor.
Nah,
Paying the Goomba
GG's,
stuff.
Doge. You're pretty good. Hope PB or I don't know, win some races.
I
You're good,
hope I
man.
win against Zach, then I can die happy.
Yeah, you got this. But yeah, I mean, yeah, that being said, GG's to both of you. Does anyone have any kind of closing thoughts here before we head out?
um,
Salt Clip is difficult.
Slow clip is difficult. I would agree with you there. But you did get it, so I mean, you got some style points for that, at least.
I got it twice.
You did. You
I
did.
did die once, but
I mean, yeah, you did get it twice, so there you go. But yeah, that being said, yeah, GG's to both of you once again. Coming up after this, we have our Division A Grand Finals between G5 and SA1102. So make sure to stay around for that. I'll be back in about 20 minutes with that. So yeah, I'll catch you then. See you in a bit.
bye.
bye.